How's it going, guys? As I'm here reading my evening player, I just been looking at my life, and I feel like I've gained so much knowledge on comfort, forgiveness, that I feel like I need to start sharing my knowledge and my wisdom that I learned of being a Christian and how I got there on my journey and how I am with life and living with pain, permanent pain, with sickle cell anemia and just everything about my life. Because I feel like obviously I'm not the only one in this world that have pain, are going through pain, right? So I feel like this video will help a lot of people who are going through stuff, whether it's being poor or not having money or not having food or having damage to your brain or every little thing going on in the world, anything that's bad at the moment, right? I feel like I've gained so much knowledge, and it's crazy how I got here, As a kid growing up in Jamaica, I never had the best upbringing as a kid. It was very difficult, I must say. So the journey is just crazy. Like here you are as a kid in Jamaica, right? Your mom, she done some stuff, so to better your life, but you're not there at the moment, right? But in the long run, you're gonna have a better life, which is what I kind of did, right? So that's why I forever love my mom. But as a kid growing up, my grandmother was my mother and father there at that time when I was 14 years old. So she's forever like permanent in my heart, right? And being sick, with sickle cell anemia, can you picture yourself being a young kid, right? And your grandma is like what? Maybe 72 at the time. Old lady, right? Having this young kid bringing him to doctor's appointment and run, Jamaica, obviously she didn't drive at the time. So taking bus and doing this and doing that. That's why my love for her is like, oh my God, it's amazing. The love I have for my grandmother is different. Like no one can come into that love, because any person that can take someone else's kid, even though it's her daughter's son, but that's still someone else's kid, you know what I'm saying? And she took it upon herself to raise me and take care of me without getting paid or anything like that. She just did it because of the kind of her art, Then I come to Canada, meet my mom, and as I continue progressing life, and going through sickle cell and still being sick all the time, I'm like, how can a kid been through so much when he's still here? I didn't get it. I'm like, how can God take me from Jamaica, where I've been going through the worst, and coming here, still going through stuff, but it's a lot better, environment a lot better living, but still going through the pain and everything. And I'm like, I didn't get it, right? So I began dating this girl. Her name is Siobhan, one of the best girls I ever had into this world, in this life, one of the best girlfriend I ever had. But her aunt, Auntie Charm, go to church. So I went to church with her, right? How I met Auntie Charm was like, family get together, and I met her and talking about church. As a kid, I was being in church in Jamaica. I was going to church. My grandma told me about church and stuff, but I never got baptized. So she said, you like church? I was like, yeah. She like, you should come to church with me. So I'm like, sure. So I began to go to church with her, right? I kept going. Every Sunday morning, kept going. Right? But then I didn't really know why I was going. I was just going because it's positive and it's church, right? So as I kept going, one Sunday, this lady came to me and she said, she just came, she's like, it's time for you to get baptized, for you to come and get baptized. So I went with her because I really wanted to go, but I'm a very shy person. Like, I'm very, very shy, So it was like it was like she's an angel. God just sent her to come get me, right? So I came and got baptized. I tell you to this day, I walk in that water, and I went in the water. I swear it dipped me. It was like, and I got back up. It was like sparkles, just flying off of me, just flying off. Like it was like, it's just like it was just weird. It was like sparkles, just like flying off, flying. Like I felt like a brand new person, right? Then that happened now, right? So that happened. Kept going to church, kept going to church. But I was still dealing with the pain, with sickle cell pain, right? And as a kid, I was very angry, like literally, like, picture yourself living in an environment where Jamaica, for example, right? And it's already, it's a poor country, poor poverty, right? It's already poor, plus you're going through permanent pain with sickle cell, getting crisis, all type of stuff, right? And so as a kid, I have a chip on my shoulder, right? Like not having the upbringing like a mother and father, like you have your mom, you have your dad, supposed to have that, you know, that bond as a family. I didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? So that was on my shoulder, and like being in the pain. So any little thing, I just like get angry, like super angry, right? And I tell you, the minute I got baptized, it was like I kept going. It was still a pain, but I kept going to church, and slowly I see my anger going down, like going down, you know. And that's when I knew, literally, I knew God had plans for me. When I knew that I was chosen by God, it was last year when I almost died, like literally, right? So last year, normally at the time last year I was working like 4 or 5 jobs at the time, you know. So normally I would start work at 4 in the evening, so I would work out, push-ups, run, do a little job to keep myself in shape. You know, because sickle cell, you have to keep yourself, you know, up, you know. And this one day I just running, and I felt weird. My head feel like my head was just like shaking, like really hard. So I went and took a shower, right? I took a shower. My girlfriend at the time, she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You look weird." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm good." But knowing me, I always walk in my ID, right? So I went over to the hospital, like at Umber River. I went over. Before I could even step in the door, I literally passed out. See? So I passed out, right? Passed out. I probably like around 2, 3 around there. Passed out. Woke up at like 12 o'clock in the night, right? Like freaking out. I had like tubes in there, going crazy. Then everyone's like, he's awake. Oh my God, he's awake, right? But I was still there, right? Really bad. So when I do some tests now, I signed some papers for some stuff. This room that I went to in Umber River was crazy. I won't give too much information, but because of very government sick stuff. So I was in this room, and like, number one, being a tall guy, I'm 6'6" by the way, so I'm very tall. So I don't know, I'm scared of heights, right? So this machine, you gotta go up. It's like a spaceship. So you gotta go in there and stay in there. You can't move because they're doing tests, right? That time I had a stroke in my head. I had a stroke. So when they're in there, I don't know how this guy said, "Hey," and no, I'm in the machine, right? Then like the guy's like, he's like, "Hey," and then what the hell? This guy, I don't know how it happened, but he can talk to me while I'm in the machine, but I don't know how, right? So he's talking to me. He's like, "Are you feeling okay?" I'm like, yeah, I'm like barely talking to you because I can't. Then I lost my voice. I'm still messed up, right? So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay," right? He said, "You can't move, don't move," and I'm scared of heights, so I'm shaking, right? I swear to you, sorry. I swear to you, right, I was about to jump out of the machine because I was so scared. I can't describe it to you, but to this day, if it wasn't my brother, it was an angel. The person said, "Just relax. It's going to take 5 more minutes," right? Whatever it was, it came over me and just like, because it came over me and lay on top of me, right? And it's like I passed out, right? When the guy said, "Hey, we're finished," I jumped up, right? The thing, whatever, if my brother or angel, it goes quick, right? And I'm like, yo. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I swear it was that moment I knew that I was chosen by God. It was that moment I knew, because everything that I've been through, going through all my life, I'm like, why am I still here? Number one, people with sickle cell don't live long. And I've got so many crises where, but last year was the worst of the worst, right? Like literally, I was like yo, was. And I am still here to this day. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm a Christian man. I'm a godly man. I do everything. And going through life, I didn't know that God had this plan for me. Like I said, because my life that I have now, I gave up a lot to have a bond with God, because experiencing the bad side of the world and everything, and then having a life with God, like it was just too amazing. I'm like, if I speak about God for like a second, I get super happy. I get so much joy in my heart. So I'm like, why am I going to do these crazy stuff and that kind of life when it's like negative? But if I'm too sick with God, I'm like happy. So I gave up the old life to have a bond with God. What I'm trying to tell anyone here today, whoever see this video, is whatever you're going through, whatever you're going through, any type of pain, cancer, sickle cell, permanent pain, anything you're going through, your lifestyle or you're living, things are not right for you, you think nobody cares about you, you think no, like anything you're going through, that's bad. Just know God is with you. All you have to do, and it's from the heart, is to pray and trust God. Don't pray when you want something from God. Pray every single day. Pray in good times and pray in bad times. And I promise you, you will have a better life. How God works is everything is on God's time. So you can't rush anything. You might say, oh, I've been working at this office for so long. I should get a promotion or get promoted to different. No, that's not how it works. You just keep doing what you're doing. You keep fighting. You keep praying. You keep doing everything. And God will make things right in your life on His time. Believe you me, He sees everything you're going through. If you're in the pain, everything you're in, He sees you. All you have to do, okay, is trust God and believe in Him. Trust and believe in Him, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I'm the most perfect spiritual. No, there's time when I fell off and there's some time when I get distracted, but I always know who to come back to. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who needs to hear this message, but I pray if I touch one person and one person get this message, I'll feel blessed. I feel accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, oh my life right now, like, I'm going to show you something, right? So, me and my sister, right? I think sometime this week we were talking. I went to say hi to her in the room, whatever the case is, right? And she was telling me like that I was so blessed, you know. Sometimes as human being, we don't really see how blessed we are, but someone else might see a blessing for you, right? She was saying like, yes, I know you're sick and stuff, and you go through a lot, but think on the positive, Troy. Think on the positive side, Troy. You are very blessed. She was saying, if you're in Jamaica right now, and you were in Jamaica right now, to be honest with you, I don't say I'm wishing on myself, but if I'm in Jamaica right now, I would have been deceased. Why? Because Jamaica don't have the technology as Canada to take care of you, right? Facts. And she was just saying like, people who are sick, if you're in St. Vincent or Jamaica, if you're sick, government not gonna give you money to say pay for being sick or you're okay. You know, like, they don't give you anything, right? In Canada, you know, at least they give you something. It could be $1, $2, $5. It doesn't matter the amount they give you. As the point is they give you something. So sometimes if you look at the bright side and look at the positive side, say, yo, you are blessed. I'm like super blessed. I'm like, my life is amazing. And like, I don't have the fancy car or cancer. No, 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 no. But what I have is this. Once you have God in your heart, bro, it's like you have gained everything you ever want in this world. I swear to you, like I can't compete with my life. I am blessed. Like every day I wake up, I'm blessed. Like I am blessed. Like I am so thankful that I gave my life to God. And I want to thank Siobhan, because if I didn't meet Siobhan, I wouldn't have met her aunt, you know. Obviously nobody in this world are perfect human beings. We all have gone through stuff. We all have hurt people and on our way getting to our way with God, you know. So all I can do is to say, yo, I'm sorry for everything that I did back then, but I just know that I am a wonderful human being now, and I want to personally thank Auntie Charm for bringing me to church and like helping me change my life. I seriously I wish I could take some of my blessings and like go around and say, here, take some of my blessings, here, take some, because I feel like God has blessed me so much in so many ways. Like there's no better way. I'm telling you, give your life to God and you will see the results. Like it, you know. I don't know how much this video. Sorry, I know this video kind of long, but it's feeling in my heart. So I pray I touch someone and someone might get this message and it might help you with the situation that you're going through at the moment. But always, man, trust God. You know what I'm saying? Trust God. You know, I'm telling you, my life is still rough. I'm in pain every single day of my life. I won't say, oh, I'm like, no. Sickle cell is a permanent thing. Like, literally, I'm in pain every day of my life. But guess what? It's the way I go about it, right? At least I have help here to maintain my pain. Jamaica, our country don't have that. They don't have that. So this is why I'm very, 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 very thankful and grateful for everything that I have and everything that God has provided me with and given me. And I'm just happy to be chosen by God. And as you guys go on, you guys just see why I'm chosen by God. That's not for me to tell you. It's just for me to show you. Like, not gonna say, oh, yo, I'm chosen. No. I'm waiting for God to make me do His work, right? I begin to do His work, but I'm going to speak on that. If in the time God ready me to show you guys, then I will show all of them. But my thing I like to do, I love to save people's life. You know what I'm saying? I've saved a bunch of lives so far, and I'm continuing to go on more and more, speak to young kids, young girls, young boys, all the way above, you know, people, kids who have sickle cell. Like my book, I'm coming with my book for people with sickle cell, because even sickle cell, right? When I was young, I didn't have knowledge on sickle cell, right? I came to Canada, research and going to Africa, getting sick and getting information. Sickle cell can be maintained with the right information, you know. Rest in peace, Dr. Sibi. You know, he that man, if he was alive, he tell you sickle cell can be cured, you know. But my goal is to help every young boy, whether if you're black or you're white, you're purple, is to help every young boys and girl who have sickle cell from the young, is to teach them how to cope with it and what to do at a young age. Because it starts at level 1, you're okay, level 2, level 3, level 4, and it goes up. It depends, because like me, I have the full blown, right? So I will teach step by step, how to maintain and take care of yourself. That's later on. You got to see everything what to do with the store, what to open, the restaurant, the nightclub. All this stuff is all together in one, right? But like God told me to do. Like when God talked to me, He was like, my son, I love that you're very passionate about everything, but you need to take one thing at a time. So before I used to rush, I was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. But now God has taught me to do is to take one thing is to conquer one thing and finish it conquered first, then go on to the next step. So that's what I'm doing, right? So like if I can change my life and become great and do with sickle cell, or whatever the case is. To anybody out there who have sickle cell, who have a different disease or whatever you have, you can do it too. You can do it too. Like I said, trust God. I love you all. Live with love and spread love. No negativity. It's all about love. Love, love, love.